Have you ever thought about why some people are better at managing their money than others? It's so easy to spend money without even realizing it. But the thing is, how we use our money can have a massive impact on our future. Warren Buffett, a famous business tycoon and investor, has some fantastic advice on how to manage your finances wisely. He's like a money superhero when it comes to investing. Here are 9 things that people who struggle with money often waste it on. Number 1. Impulse purchases. Impulse buys are those purchases we make without much thought or consideration. According to Warren Buffett, these spur-of-the-moment purchases can significantly disrupt our long-term financial goals. It's easy to get carried away by the allure of a trendy dress or a flashy gadget, but these purchases can add up and take a toll on our wallets. To avoid falling prey to impulse buys, Buffett suggests that we take a moment to ask ourselves whether we really need the item before making the purchase. This simple mindfulness trick can help us become more mindful of our spending habits and make better financial decisions in the long run. So, let's be smart about our spending and start tackling those impulse buys today. Number 2. High-interest debt. When it comes to owing money, certain types of debts can be a real headache, particularly the ones that come with exorbitant interest rates. Imagine borrowing money and then having to pay back a lot more than you borrowed. It can be quite distressing. According to Buffett, it's best to steer clear of these high-interest debts because they can linger for a long time and cause serious financial stress. To clarify, there are good debts, such as a mortgage for a home, that can actually be beneficial in the long run. On the other hand, there are bad debts, like those incurred through high-interest credit cards, that can be detrimental to our financial well-being. Buffett recommends avoiding these bad debts whenever possible. It's important to understand why these debts can be like quicksand for our wallets, trapping us in a cycle of debt and interest payments that can be difficult to escape. By following Buffett's advice, we can learn how to handle debts and avoid falling into the debt trap, keeping our financial boat afloat and sailing towards a brighter future. Number 3. Unused subscriptions. Do you ever forget about those subscription services you signed up for? It happens to all of us, and it can really cost you in the long run. Warren Buffett says we pay for subscriptions we never even use, which is like throwing money down the drain. Think about it. Do you really need all those streaming services, magazines, or apps that you signed up for? It's time to give your subscriptions a regular checkup and see if you're getting your money's worth. So, let's be more mindful about where our money goes each month. Just like Warren Buffett suggests, instead of mindlessly paying for subscriptions we barely use, let's be more strategic and figure out which ones are actually worth it. Let's dive into the world of subscriptions and become more savvy about them. By doing so, we can ensure that our hard-earned cash is going towards things that truly matter to us. It's time to take control of our finances and make sure that every dollar we spend is well spent. Number 4. Excessive dining out. Eating out all the time can really empty our wallets. We don't realize how much we spend on fast food and takeouts, but it can add up fast. We should think about how often we eat out and try cooking at home instead. It's healthier and cheaper. By swapping some of our restaurant meals for homemade ones, we can save a ton of money and still enjoy yummy and nutritious food. Give it a try and discover how fun and easy it is to cook at home. Let's enjoy our meals without going broke by being mindful of our spending habits and making some simple changes that can make a real difference in our finances. Number 5. Keeping up with trends. Let's talk about trends, those things that everyone seems to be following. Trying to keep up with every trend can drain your wallet. Think about it. Buying the latest gadgets or fashion items just because they're trendy can be exciting in the moment, but it can also have a big impact on your finances in the long run. Buffett's advice is simple. Don't let trends pressure you into spending money you don't have. Remember, what's trendy today might not be tomorrow, but your financial decisions can have a lasting impact. Let's be trend-wise, focus on what really matters to us, and make smart financial choices that will stand the test of time. It's time to allocate our funds towards things that bring us genuine joy. Number 6. Inadequate savings. It's always a good idea to save some money to prepare for unexpected expenses. It's like a car without gas, it won't take you far. You don't want to be caught off guard when things like a flat tire or an unexpected bill come up. Buffett knows what's up and suggests that we should have some savings set aside as a cushion for difficult times. Having a safety net can give us peace of mind when life throws curveballs our way. We know saving money can be hard, especially when you're on a tight budget. But no worries, starting small and building up your savings over time can help you create a financial safety net. It's like planting the seeds of a money tree that can grow and thrive over time. So, let's make our money work for us, creating some financial security and preparing for whatever comes our way. By prioritizing saving, we can take control of our finances and make our financial journey a more stable one. Number 7. Ignoring investments. Investing can sound intimidating, but it's not that complicated. If we ignore it, we may miss out on opportunities to grow our wealth. It's like having a fruit tree in your garden, but not picking any of its fruits. What a waste. By investing, we can potentially earn rewards that help us meet our financial goals. It's like planting a seed that can grow into something bigger and more valuable over time. Even if we're not finance experts, we can still invest wisely, just like Buffett suggests. There are simple ways to get started, like investing in a retirement fund or buying shares of companies we like. By letting our money grow, we're essentially giving it a chance to become a money tree. So, let's not be afraid of investing, let's hustle and make our money work harder for us. Number 8. Brand name products. Do you ever find yourself paying extra for fancy labels and brand names? It's like buying an expensive cereal just because it has a popular cartoon character on the box. It may seem cool, but is it worth spending the extra bucks? According to Warren Buffett, it's best not to get too caught up in brand names. Being smart with our money means not paying extra just for a fancy logo. Imagine this instead: choosing a store brand cereal that tastes just as good as the pricier one. Not only do we save money, but we also get to enjoy the same quality product. This is where being a savvy shopper comes into play. By doing so, we can stretch our hard-earned dollars further and keep them where they belong, in our pockets. Number 8. Lack of financial education. Feeling intimidated by the finance world? Don't worry, it's not as boring as you may think. Actually, having a good grip on money stuff is like having a secret superpower that lets you make better decisions and reach your financial goals. Imagine not knowing the rules of the money game. It's like trying to win a video game without knowing how to jump or duck. That's a recipe for frustration and disappointment. But if you have some financial know-how, you can turn money from a mystery into your ally. That's why financial education is so important. You can break down the walls of financial jargon and understand the basics of money management. It will level up your financial game and make your money work for you. So why wait? Let's start the journey to financial success today.